The story begins at night, inside the stunning, modern office of Vance Keller Design on the 80th floor of a Chicago skyscraper. Glass walls offer a panoramic view of the glittering city. Julian, dressed in an expensive suit, holds a glass of champagne, celebrating with a small group of clients and staff.
And that's why this new city tower contract isn't just a milestone for our firm, but a new landmark for Chicago's skyline, Julian says with a confident smile. A client pats him on the back. "You've done incredible work, Julian. Ever since you took over as sole partner, business has been booming." A strange emotion flickers across Julian's face for a moment before he masks it. "I'm not alone, sir. I could never forget the hard work of Alex Vance. Wherever he is, I'm sure he's looking down on this success." A toast to Alex. They all raise their glasses. As the party ends and everyone leaves, Julian sinks into his large leather executive chair, alone. He lights a cigar, a glint of triumph in his eyes. A calm, spectral voice fills the silence. It is the spirit of Alex. "Wherever I am, I'm right here, Julian. Beside you. In the chair we picked out together. Watching the lie hidden behind your perfect smile." Julian exhales a cloud of smoke. Suddenly, a light in the ceiling flickers and dies. He shrugs it off. As he packs his briefcase, he catches the faint, distinct scent of oak and leather, the cologne Alex always wore. "Strange," he mutters to himself. "This is only the beginning, my friend. You may have forgotten my scent, but I'm here to become a part of the very air you breathe." Inside the skyscraper's elevator, Julian is alone, heading down. The elevator stops abruptly with a soft jolt. The display shows S3, sublevel 3. The doors slide open to a dark, damp service level. Julian startles, frantically pressing the buttons. "What the hell? Go! Come on," he yells. The doors refuse to close. He feels a chill, as if unseen eyes are watching him from the darkness. "Remember this place, Julian? 6 months ago, in a dark corner of this very sublevel, we had our last conversation. Or rather, our last argument." After a long, tense moment, the doors finally slide shut. Drenched in a cold sweat, Julian scrambles out of the building and hurries to his car. Later that night, in his penthouse bedroom, he lies awake, unable to shake the images from his mind. "It's all in my head," he tells himself. "Just stress from work." The next day at the office, everything seems normal. In the afternoon, while working on his computer, Julian opens a web browser. In the search bar, text begins to type itself, "How to get away with murder." The blood drains from his face. "This can't be. Someone is messing with me. Hacking my system," he whispers in panic, immediately calling IT security. "I'm not hacking your system, Julian. I'm hacking your soul." Later that evening, as Julian sits alone in his office, a slow, melancholic jazz tune begins to play from the sound system, Alex's favorite song. His eyes snap open in terror, he hadn't even turned the system on. He scrambles to shut it off, his body shaking. He knows now this is not a coincidence. Suddenly, all the lights go out. The room is plunged into darkness, except for the bright beam of the office projector, which turns on by itself. An old photo of Julian and Alex, smiling with an award, appears on the wall. Julian backs away, terrified. Beneath the photo, a cursor appears and types a single word, letter by letter, T. R. A. I. T. O. R. As the word completes, the screen flashes with dozens of photos of their friendship, each stamped with the word traitor in blood red. A strangled scream escapes Julian's lips as he stumbles blindly out of the office and runs. "Run, Julian, run. But how far can you run from your own shadow? Because I am your shadow now." The next morning, Julian is a wreck. His wife, Chloe, tries to ask him what's wrong. "Julian, are you okay? You were terrified when you came home," she says, concerned. "I'm fine," he snaps. "It's just work pressure. Just leave me alone."
He storms out, leaving Chloe stunned and hurt. Do you see, Julian? The first wall of your fortress is cracking. Your anger is a shield for your fear, and that fear will push away the very people you have left. At the office, Julian hires expensive IT security consultants. They sweep the entire office but find nothing, no bugs, no hacks, nothing. The report makes Julian look unstable and paranoid to his employees. You can't find a digital ghost with firewalls and scanners, Julian. I'm not in the code. I'm in the foundation. Julian locks himself in his office and pours a whiskey. His phone rings, showing unknown caller. He answers it to find only silence, punctuated by the sound of slow, steady breathing. Who is this? He shouts. Then, a faint, pained whisper comes through the phone, in Alex's voice. Why did you do it? Julian screams and throws the phone against the wall, shattering it. That evening, driving home, his car's GPS turns on by itself. In 200 feet, make a U-turn. Rerouting to the old industrial pier, the AI voice announces. Julian's blood runs cold. It was the deserted place where he had dumped Alex's body. No! No! This isn't happening, he yells, trying to shut the system off, but it keeps rerouting him. Lost your way, Julian? Don't worry. I'll guide you to your destination. The same one you brought me to. The next day is the big meeting with the Japanese investors. Julian, a nervous wreck, stands at the podium. He clicks to start his presentation. But instead of the title slide, the screen shows a photo of a heavy, glass award trophy, stained with blood. It was the murder weapon. A confused silence falls over the room. The teleprompter in front of him, meant to display his speech, now shows a single question in large, bold letters. Why did you kill me, Julian? Julian's mind snaps. He looks out and sees Alex sitting in an empty chair, a serene smile on his face. You! Julian screams, pointing at the empty chair. What are you doing here? Get out of here! This is all mine. It's mine! The investors and staff jump to their feet, alarmed, as Julian screams at thin air. I would have given you anything, but you always had to be better than me. Always had to shine brighter. Horrified, the Japanese investors quickly leave. Julian collapses to his knees, a broken man, sobbing, Leave me alone, Alex. Please. Just leave me alone. 3 days later, the office is dark and desolate. The business is ruined. Julian has barricaded himself inside, a ghost of his former self, surrounded by empty liquor bottles. This is what you wanted, isn't it? He whispers to the empty room. To see me ruined. Well, look. I'm ruined. You can go now. Please. Suddenly, the room becomes unnaturally cold. The hands on the wall clock begin to spin backwards. Ruin? No, Julian. This isn't ruin. This is balance. And now, it's time for the confession. All the computer monitors in the office turn on, playing silent CCTV footage of Julian and Alex's final, violent argument on a loop. Turn it off. Julian screams. A horrible, scraping sound screeches from the speakers, followed by Julian's own distorted, recorded voice saying, You're dead weight. You're holding me back. Just die. Julian claps his hands over his ears, hurling a bottle at the monitors. Meanwhile, in a police surveillance van parked outside, Detective Miller and a distressed Chloe watch a live feed from a hidden camera Chloe had planted. I always knew he was lying about Alex's disappearance, Miller says grimly. I just needed proof. Back in the office, everything suddenly goes silent. Julian, panting, walks to the massive glass wall overlooking the city. As he exhales, condensation forms on the glass. Then, as if an invisible finger is writing, words begin to appear in the mist. Where did you leave me, Julian? Julian stumbles backward. No. No, he shrieks. More words form on the glass. My mother still waits for me to call. Do you remember my daughter's face? Tell me, Julian. Julian completely breaks. He falls to the floor, sobbing and screaming. Yes. Yes, I killed you, he confesses to the empty air. I killed you. I was sick of living in your shadow. This office, this success. I deserved it too. But you were always in my way. He bangs his head on the floor in a delirious rage. I hit you with the trophy. I dumped your body off the old industrial pier. Are you happy now? I confess. I confess to everything. Just leave me alone. The moment the confession leaves his lips, the office doors burst open. Detective Miller and his SWAT team rush in. Thank you, Julian, Miller says, aiming his weapon. We didn't need you to leave. We just needed you to talk. Julian sees Miller and, behind him, Chloe. He understands he's been trapped. The police handcuff him. As they lead him away, Julian takes one last look back at his magnificent office. For a fleeting second, reflected in the glass wall, he sees Alex. But this time, there is no anger on Alex's face. There is only a profound, peaceful calm. He gives a faint, final nod, and then fades away. The unnatural cold in the room is gone. Alex's spirit was finally at peace. His vengeance was complete, and so, Julian Keller's empire, built on greed and betrayal, came crashing down. Do you believe Alex's spirit is finally at peace? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, please show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel for more tales of justice and revenge. Thanks for watching.